Hi, welcome back to Maths Masters. This is addition session 24 and we're adding two 4-digit numbers. So first we're going to do the review of previous learning. So have a look at these 3 questions, pause the clip for a moment and have a go at these. See if you can do them mentally without actually doing a written method. So have a look at those and have a go at those ones. Okay, so first one, I'm going to partition 4,561 and I'm going to add the thousands together first. So 4,000 add 3,000 equals 7,000. Then I'm going to add on the 500 and the 60 and the 1. And that will make altogether, that's equal to 7,561. So for the second question, again, I'm going to use the method of partitioning, which is a mental method as well. So I'm going to split the thousands up. So 4,000 and 3,000 makes 7,000. Then I'm going to add on the 800 and the 90 and the 9 to make 7,899. So I'm going to recombine there, recombine after I've partitioned. And the final one, 1,000 add 5,000 and then add on, that's equal to 6,000. Then add on no hundreds, add on the 30 and add on the 6. Now I've put a 0 there just to remind me when I write out the answer that I remember to put that 0 in, because that 0 there in the hundreds place value is really important. If it didn't have that there, the number would read as 636, which would be incorrect. So the 0 is really important. Remember to put the zeros in. Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going to look at adding two 4-digit numbers with no exchange. So there won't be an exchange in this session. So just going to practice our addition. So you can use place value counters or base 10 and a place value grid. These can be downloaded from the video, from the show more in the description on the video. So on this one, we need to have a go at adding 371 and 114. So I'm going to use place value counters. You can use place value counters or you can use base 10. Each of these can be downloaded from the show more in the description. So I'm going to start off using the hundreds. So I'm going to place the hundreds in the hundreds column. Now, it's a bit tricky for me to be able to use the exact counter, so I'm just going to use a similar colour. So I've got my 300 and my 100 that I'm adding to it. Then I'm going to add 7 tens into the place value. Just checking I've got the correct colour there. Yep, 7 tens I'm going to pop into the tens column, and then I need 1 10 that I'm adding to the number, and then I'm going to add in 1 1 in the ones column, and then the 4 ones that I'm adding to it. Okay, so then think about what operation I'm doing. So make sure right at the side that it's an add. So I'm adding these together, and I start in the ones column. 4 and 1 is 5. 7 and 1, add those together is 8. And 3 and 1 together makes 4. So I've made 485. So it's really important to start when you're doing column addition, start adding from the ones, then moving across the tens and the hundreds. So start from the right and work across. Okay, so let's have a go at adding two 4-digit numbers now. So we can make this number first using your place value counters or your base 10. So I'm going to start off with 2,000. Make sure I get the right colour first. Get the 2,000 and just rub that out. 2,000 in there. There we go. And then add on 3,000. Okay, and then I'm going to add on my hundreds. So I've got 400 that I'm starting off with. Make sure I get my colours right. and I'm adding to that 300, and then I can add on my tens. So I've got 110, and I'm adding to that 8 tens, and then I'm going to add on my ones. So I've got 6 ones, and I'm adding on another one, and then I can do the calculation. So again, starting at the ones column and moving across. So I can add these together. So operation at the side, what we're doing is an addition, struggling to just make that addition symbol at the minute. Have another go. It's a bit tricky with a new app. Takes a bit of practice getting used to. There we go, that looks a little bit better. Okay, so we've got 6 ones and 1 1, that makes 7. We've got our 8 tens and 1 10, that makes 9 tens. We've got our 400 and our 300, that makes 700. And we've got 5,000 there all together, making 5,797. Remember again to start from the ones and work across. So look at our next one. So we've got 5,421 and 3,245. Oh, and there's a little maths mole. Popped his head up to have a look at the numbers. Will you need to exchange? So will we need to exchange? Pause and have a think. Right, so we've got 5 and 1, no exchange needed. Add in 4 and 2 tens, 200 and 400 and 500 and 300. Sorry, 5,000 and 3,000. So no exchange needed there. Now have a go at working that calculation out. So pause the clip and work out that calculation. Okay, so you've got 5,421. I'm going to do this as a column addition this time. Add in 3,245. My add symbol looks like a 4, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And on that and change it into an add. Practice, I'll get there. I'll be making perfect addition symbols by the end of the week. There we go. Well, that's a lot better. So 5 and 1 is 6, 4 and 2 is 6, 4 and 2 is 6, and 5 and 3 is 8. So we've got 8,666. Okay, so what I want you to do now is find the missing numbers here. So pause the clip and have a go at that. Okay, so looking at that first one, 6 and something makes 7. So we've got 6 and 1. 6 and 1 makes 7. Then what do we add to 8 to make 9? So counting on, 8 add 1 more makes 9. So we can pop a 1 in that space. And then something add 2 is 4. And then 5 and 3 makes 8. Okay, so this is what you can do to practice. You can use the Key Stage 2 Place Value Grid that can be downloaded. And there are 4 questions there for you to practice. These questions and all the learning from today, these sheets that I'm working on, will be available in the Show More section, and you can download it from my Google Drive. And then you've got the questions as well to look at. So follow that link to download it. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see when the next video is coming available, and remember to keep practicing. So keep having a go at those if you're struggling, and I'll see you back here for the next session. Goodbye.